Just before we got here, I was looking at my Facebook memories. You know, you can look at your Facebook memories.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And one of them from...
What did the lizard man want to remind you of?
You've thrown me already. We're 20 seconds in. What? Lizard man? What are you talking about?
Facebook.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Right, I see. I see more as an automaton than a lizard. Yeah, so 9 years ago on this day, I put a post up which simply said, "Shut up, Wally Lewis, now and always, please."
Oh.
Like, he was on 9 for a while there, remember that?
Yeah.
He was awful.
Well, Kevy Walters has taken over his spot in the... Well, actually, no, I would say the blocker is still the worst.
Oh, all right. Well, we came back for a reason. That's to discuss worst commentators. Where's Matt Thompson fit? Or are we only talking colour commentate?
Yeah, I'm only thinking colour at the moment.
There's combos,
As you do
though,
often,
especially on
erase.
Yeah. There's combos though where on Fox it's like I can't. Like if the lead and the co are both like if you get the like blocker and NS combo, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. It also depends on the team. Like
because of the biases.
bias. I like Kronk a lot of the time. If he's doing a Tigers game, I hate it because he's so anti-Tigers.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Harry Grant must have come back with something.
Yeah. All right, perhaps I should start. When you haven't done your league pod for 3 months and you're quickly scrambling around to figure out what you should do, it's probably time to look at Loyg. That would help.
Loyg.
Yes, it's Look at League. What's the go, Look at League, in case you've forgotten? And well, you might have, since we haven't been around for 3 months. But we're here now. We've been busy. Sue us.
Please don't.
We're sorry. No, don't sue us. But we're sorry. Like, you know, we'd like to pod, but we also like to, you know, keep ourselves in gainful employment as well, which is unfortunately a priority a lot of the time. Stu's here. That's me. And Ben's here.
Hello, Stu. Hello, Dave.
And Dave's here.
Hey, that's me. Hey guys.
It's a minor miracle they're here, given there was a bit of traffic chaos on the central coast of New South Wales where they are situated this very evening, but never mind that. Rugby league, fellas. Hey, rugby league. I'll just leave that as a floating concept for you to comment on.
I'm just going to take a moment.
Yeah.
Good audio work.
I'll insert some wind whistling around here. But listen, yes, 3 months we haven't been on. We've turned up just in time for the finals. And a lot's happened in that 3 months. So I guess, fellas, I'm interested to hear how you feel the season's gone in the last few months. Do you think it's kind of was going in one kind of way and there's been pivoting, or is it as you expect?
Well, my first comment was going to be, even though they're at the bottom of the ladder and finished at the bottom of the ladder, I really enjoyed watching the Titans play for the second half of the year.
Yes.
I found them to be exceptionally enjoyable, not only because they led in a lot of points, but because they always wanted to score a lot of points. Very similar to the Dolphins. Sad with the amount of injuries that have happened. But looking forward to the semis, and I'm really interested to talk to you guys about this. How big a part are they going to play? Are those injuries to key players going to play? How big a part are they going to play in this next couple of weeks? Because there's some big names that are now sitting on the bench due to unfortunate injuries later in the season.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. I think we'll go to our thoughts on the finals soon. Dave, when we stopped the pod, Panthers were pretty much about to go on their, or they had already started their run, but thoughts on how the back end of the season went from your perspective?
When we stopped the pod, I did not expect them to make the finals, let alone be talked about as a threat. The Panthers, that is.
Yeah.
Did you expect Nathan Cleary's headgear to play such a big part in the late season surge, or decrease in surge?
Well, and it helped him score that try against the Storm.
I think it helped him score a few more sponsors.
Yep.
Maybe. I really don't know, but I still think, as Dave said, he didn't think that they would be a chance. But they're probably the team that I'm most scared of in the finals at the moment.
Absolutely agree. You and I, there was a good chance that Sharks were going to play Panthers in the first week of the finals, and you and I are very glad that's not happening.
Absolutely.
And I think, like, Sharks obviously were playing Roosters. I think you're a bit more fearful of the Roosters than I am. I think we can squash them.
We can talk about that in a minute. Or
Yeah,
we can talk
let's
about
do
it right now. I am.
Well, I'm just looking at... Let me just look at the ladder from round 16, 17 when we dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a fairly similar trajectory that we had Raiders, Bulldogs, Storm, Wars, Broncos, Roosters, Panthers, Dolphins, top 8.
Only one team changed in half a season.
Yeah, and Eagles, and then Sharks at 10, because Sharks were going through that poo phase that...
Yeah.
Well,
Hi.
the
Peaking at when they got lapped by the Roosters at Gosford.
Yes.
yeah, the phase that they were meant to be going really well in, because they had nobody out for
Origin
Origin.
players.
But obviously, from that top 8, was dipped out of the top 4, ended up lower. Dolphins dipped out altogether, and Sharks rose up, but the rest remain kind of where they are.
So the two teams that dropped right off, injury affected.
Yeah.
The Sharks rose, like the most consistent roster
Team
for
selection,
the last 3 years, because the coach never changes anything.
That's right.
I mean, other than Iro's injury, you've been and McInnes at the back end, been pretty stable injury wise too, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we've got the depth to cover injuries in most areas. It's just that they, unless there are injuries, they never see the light of first grade ever.
And just a point on the McInnes injury, the size that has been brought in to the back row of the Sharks. Like, he's a diminutive man, making 64 tackles every game and just being a menace out there. But the size that they've got in the lock position now and coming off the bench with 4 enormous men is... Well, I think it's great for the finals. I do think it is.
Yeah.
And looking slightly down the other end of the ladder, I'm kind of glad that Knights got the spoon rather than the Titans, because I feel Knights deserve it more this year.
And what the most appropriate farewell gift for Adam O'Brien that last game.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, and I have ummed and ahed about watching the KO mini. I just don't know. Like, from everything I've read, the Knights honestly didn't try and tackle.
But I did watch it due to the fact that I had I had a little bit of money riding on whitewashers on that last day.
Right.
Where I had Parramatta minus 23.5 and the Dolphins minus 23.5.
Right.
And they both won by 40 plus. You're right, though. They were terrible.
Speaking of ladders, should we have a little look at our predictions at the start of the season in terms of where we thought all the teams would land?
I can't wait.
Oh, I can.
All right. And if I have some time on my hands, which I don't, so it probably won't happen, I would probably do up a bit of a tally of variance. So, number of spots away you were wrong for a team and add them all up.
Well, I think
I already know
lose
how.
straight off the bat because I'll be minus 17 because I picked the Raiders to come last and they won the minor premiership.
Yeah. But you did pick Knights come 16th, so, there's a variance factor of only 1 there.
True.
So, it might all even out. But yeah, 17's a bit of a hard score.
We had a tipping game at work where you pick the top 8, you get a point for every team you got correctly in the top 8, and a bonus 2 points for every team in the right position. So I know that this isn't going to be fun.
Well, no. And I mean, here's an idea of it. The lowest any of us picked Titans to finish was 9.
Wow.
So you can start there with that. But
Yeah, but I don't blame us. I blame the Titans.
Yeah.
oh, I blame Des. Yeah.
Yeah. This has got Des written all over it.
They desperately need a fullback.
Now, this may not come as a shock, but both Ben and I picked the Sharks to come first.
Yeah, but did I have him second?
You had them second too, yeah.
Well, okay, so if they'd have beaten the Dragons and then beaten the Roosters when they were supposed to beat the Roosters, and then beaten all the other sides that they were supposed to beat at the same time, then we could
They would have
very
come
well
first.
come first.
Are you sure about that? Are you saying that if Sharks won more games,
Yep.
and won games that they kind of lost closely,
Yes. I'm
They
saying
could've come-
that
they
they would
could've
have
come first.
finished higher on the ladder.
holy shit!
Like, this is cutting edge.
That's
rugby
a Wally
league talk.
Lewis level insight.
Just say it slower.
So, how do you want me to do this? Should I just run through?
Quickly.
Yeah, let's
please.
run through it.
All right, Ben.
Yes.
Yours was Sharks, Storm, Broncos, Panthers, Sea Eagles, Bulldogs, Cowboys, and Titans for the top 8.
So I 3 wrong.
So 3 wrong, yeah. And order a bit out of whack. Then you had Dragons, Tigers, Eels, Wars at 12, Rabbits, Roosters, Dolphins 15, Knights 16, Raiders 17. Wow. So
Roosters and the Raiders.
you got Eels right. Eels at 11.
Hooray! +1. Oh,
Yeah.
+2.
Dolphins, no. Yeah. So, I mean, we had high hopes for the Titans at the start of the season, all of us.
Well, they had a backline full of fullbacks.
They did. We thought it would work. It was crazy enough to work.
Yep.
I stick to it. They had one of the best balanced squads in the comp.
They did. I still don't understand how that side gets those results.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a question for maybe a preseason pod. What's happening next year? Hannay, eh? Hannay.
Watch me whip.
Watch me, Hannay. Nice. Dave, Storm number 1. That's closer than us. Sharks number 2, though. Broncos 3, Panthers 4. Sea Eagles 5, Cowboys, Dragons, then Bulldogs. That was your top 8.
Dragons.
On with Ben's theory, especially Dragons, if they'd have won all those games that they lost by 2 points, then they would have been definitely up there.
I think they were winning those last year, and so Calm has come back this year and said, you don't get those this year.
Yeah, and flip that on the Raiders. Raiders always lost those
Yeah.
games by a couple of points. This year they won all of them by a couple
Great
of points.
point. You had Titans at 9, Knights at 10, Tigers, Roosters, Eels, Raiders at 14, Wars at 15, Dolphins 16, Rabbits 17. The Rabbits one was looking good for the most of the year for Wooden Spoon, but
Sure was.
they ended up 14. I don't know how they leapfrogged the Dragons, but they did. Stu had Sharks, Storm, Broncos, Panthers at 4, Raiders at 5, Titans at 6,
Oh, that was a big one.
7 Bulldogs, 8 Dragons. We were all pretty
On the Dragons. Gutho. The Gutho
decent
effect.
on Dragons as well. Sea Eagles 9, that was close for me. Warriors 10, Tigers 11,
Is
Knights
that right?
no,
Did they finish 11?
nah, 13 they finished. Knights 12, Rabbits 13, Roosters, Dolphins, Eels, and Cowboys.
We had no
Chill.
chill. We had no idea about the Roosters. Like, I look at this is why I'm so worried about them, right? Is that they have a very, very stacked team and another group of enormous men in their forward back. So, and they got the best player in the game. Best player with the best name. No, Wakanitawaze.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
My New South Wales winger, just quietly.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just a year early, I think. I think we all recognised it was a rebuild year for the Roosters. Didn't realise the rebuild was only going to take, what,
2
3
weeks.
weeks.
Again, I think that's another one where you kind of go, you look at the side and you go, yeah, I don't know. We all expect them lower, and that's because I think they've outperformed their team sheet, to be honest.
Yeah. Plus, remember all the outs that they had. We listed pre-season. We listed all the outs. It was like
Yeah.
the Tigers would have been cheering if they'd had half that many players in their squad, let alone losing them.
Yeah.
Like the Roosters did. So we focused on that, and we didn't know that White makes a Wong
Yeah.
was going to be really good.
Yeah.
So
Also,
He's been
balanced their
fantastic.
squad really well, really quick.
And that-
and,
like, their halves-
their big stars played really well.
Even-
and when
even,
Walker came back,
Even Egan Butcher played well.
drive by.
what about his brother? And when Nat Butcher went out, they started playing well. Before that, they were rubbish.
Oh, you're laying it
many
all at
turning
Nat
points.
Butcher's feet. Not before time too. He's had it too good for too long.
You're right.
I'm still a big Savala fan.
Oh yeah, kicking game.
But where's DCE go then?
I worry about
Front
that
office.
more and more. Eh? Like obviously,
I wouldn't drop Hugo. I wouldn't.
or Walker.
Oh no.
Well, and where's Sandon Smith going? Because he was playing well also.
Knights.
He's going the Knights. Oh, right.
Even though, well, the rumor was that they want him to play hooker, and he doesn't want to play hooker. He wants to play in the halves. But he still knocked the Cowboys back to go to the Knights for some reason. Whatever. I reckon Knights are going to go on another spoon run myself. But anyway, spoon run.
So, okay, so does it... So they would have had the option then of a spine of Ponga, Sandon Smith,
Yeah,
Dill Brown,
yeah.
and has Brayley re-signed or is he going?
No, Brayley's going to Canberra,
Yeah.
so it would be Crossland
Phoenix Crossland.
or Matt Arthur.
Oh, spoon.
But
So they're going to change the wooden spoon to the steel spoon.
Oh,
for
nice.
Steel City.
The
But if
coal
Sandon
spoon.
Smith goes there, they've said he'll be hooker. So Sandon Smith hooker, Crossland at lock probably, Matt Arthur, cutting oranges.
What about Jake Arthur?
He's Super League bound from what I
Thank
understand.
goodness. Maybe all the Arthurs need to go to Super League.
Well, I think they both headed to Newcastle, hoping that their dad would come and coach there. Now they're talking about Michael Checker and
Oh, I love all this checker talk.
yeah, if they go with Blake Green, that's like no disrespect to him, but lock him in for 5 spoons in a row because
Was he the attacking coach this year?
he's the attacking coach.
How was their attack?
But more so, like, if something's wrong with how things are being run, you don't get rid of one bloke and go, who's the next bloke? Like, clear it out, for fuck's sake.
Where's John Cartwright?
Yeah.
Cut right?
Delhi.
Oh, that was deep. Well
That's a
done.
deep cut.
I don't know if that served as much of a season review, but perhaps
Here's an Omen preview
Go for it.
you. 2019, the last round of the comp, Panthers played the Knights, and they towed up the Knights. They had an awful year, the Panthers, and then in the last game, I think they called it Spoon Bowl, and it got very fiery.
Mm-hmm.
Cleary, the captain and halfback scored 3 tries. They won by 50. It set them up with the momentum to go into the 2020 season and to go on a massive run. Yes.
thanks, Knights.
Ooh, interesting.
Moses scored 3 tries. Eels won by 50 or scored 50. Could they?
That's the thing, right?
I'm worried about their pack. Hopgood's playing prop at the moment.
They've cleared out so much space. They've got to be buying someone.
They've got the Dropsy man in the front row as well, which is good.
Feed for hands.
Yeah. But, so think about this. The Eels have played some really good rugby league in the back end of the season when Moses has gotten back. He has been exceptional.
Yeah.
And
Really, really
turning point in Origin as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he was not able to play, that put so much more pressure on Cleary.
Yeah. Fox has been brilliant, and the man who left the Dragons to play centre and then played one game at centre and is now on the wing playing well, Zach Lomax. Both of them killing it.
And my man Yongi.
Yongi, yeah.
So good.
Joash. Like, yeah. Like I said, the back line looking good. I'm just worried. Dill Brown won't be there, but I'm worried about that pack. No way Hopgood should be a prop.
There must be a plan when they cleared out that much talent, like big money talent. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. We digress.
Anything else you want to say about the back end of the season before I go on?
I know we'd sort of touched on injuries, but one of the more disappointing things to happen in the back end of the season was Herbie Farnworth going down. That was like so much fun to watch that side play. They're still fun to watch. Like, there's so much pace. I know I've hammered that point a lot this year, but so much pace.
Was that a pun intended?
No,
it was.
Hammer.
But so much fun to watch that.
And then they bring
play.
old man Trey Fuller back for the last few games, and it's like, this guy's too good to not be in that team too.
Yeah, and Christian Wolf, not worried about pushing Hammer into the centres. Stiff shit, fella. Trey Fuller's too good.
Yeah, just score 1,000 tries.
The Finns got smacked with the injury stick hard every week.
Yeah,
right? And they just like, surely this week they fall over. Surely this, and they were going okay until Herbie went, and then that was the straw that broke.
Roosters deserve their place, but I did really want Dolphins to get in there ahead of them, to be honest.
I think the Dolphins club had a better year than they deserve to be in the 8.
Yeah. Dolphins deserve to be pounded by the Sharks week 1, slightly ahead of Roosters.
Well, let's talk about this first week of finals.
Yes.
Well, okay. Do you want to do that, or do you want to talk about the last round? Any thoughts from last round, or do you not have that many?
I have thoughts that I've spoken about with you guys already around the performance of the week.
People can't hear those, though.
Sorry?
Anyone listening can't hear those, though.
True. All right. Well, my thoughts that I think the shining light of the last round was that Sharks performance.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Hang on. But it comes back to that whole thing. Trindle's amazing when Nico's out.
Yeah.
Nico's gold standard when Trindle's out.
Yep.
So they're back. Are you happy that they're both back together named this week? Sorry.
No.
Brought the mood down.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, how do you feel, Stu? I'm so pleased at how we played, just to show that when we roll over the top of them and defend with a real aggression, that we're just as good as any of the other sides in the comp.
Let me put it this way. If it was anyone other than Atkinson that was taking that spot, like if it was a youngster who was sticking with the club and we played well the week before with them there, I would be keeping them there for not just for keeping things as they are, but for future, prosperity. Atkinson, he's leaving. I don't know. So maybe you do have to bring Trindle back in. I don't know.
I find it crazy that the Sharks play. It's not just in attacking the red zone where you got a half on each side and it's confusing and who's the dominant playmaker and all that shit. That part makes sense when they both play together. Mm-hmm. But the fact that the forward pack rolls better and the defense is more solid and everything just works better when one of them's out, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Is that because everything, all the roles are more clearly defined?
Or maybe
and it's less chaos.
I don't know. I don't think Nico organises anything. I just think he grabs the football, runs, and sees what's up.
It's all Brayley, right? So it's Brayley has one less decision to make at the ruck.
Yes.
So he is just
that's probably a good point.
Great service. He knows he's given it to Nico.
Yeah.
Right, just ping it, and that gives us an extra step maybe.
He's not in two minds.
Yeah.
He's not going, oh, I should give this to Atkinson ahead of Nico.
Yeah.
Like he's like, but with Trindle there, like there is that agony of
Could be.
choice.
So it unlocks the player that touches the ball the most, that makes the most key decisions.
Yeah.
And he can make them quicker. That makes everything faster, and then you get more of a roll on and away.
And
you go.
also, I would love to just be a trainer out there for 5 minutes, hearing the calls. I want to hear if Trindle's over calling Nico or vice versa, or like who's calling what. That would explain so much.
And I would think, like, and again, I've not heard these guys on the field at all, like even just in sort of mic'd up moments. But I feel like Trindle would be a very loud voice on the field, and Nico wouldn't say a word.
Nico would be too passive. I reckon that's where all these troubles have come from all year. Like, Nico's the main player. He's on the big money, but personality-wise, he's a passive bloke. Yeah,
he's much like his hair. It's very like floppy.
You know what? He'll just like, I'll just catch the next wave, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Another set will come through. Yeah. Meanwhile, Trindle's dropping in on him left, right, and centre.
Yep. So, how do you feel about the words going around the streets around the Broncos and Ben Hunt playing halfback, opening up more opportunity for Reece Walsh? Is it the Trindle Hines phenomenon again? There's just one less person to have the ball in their hands, which means that.
Yeah.
My opinion is Reynolds is overrated.
Yeah.
He's got a great kicking game.
Mm-hmm.
But Matt Burton style, can you pick someone just to kick? Like
his kicking's more tactical than Matt Burton's, I think. And
I know, but I'm saying,
yeah,
like, can you pick someone just to kick? Because
when you don't have an offensive and defensive team, no,
because he went to the Broncos to be like a leader. I would say he's failed that massively. I think the time that Reynolds has been there has been fairly rudderless on the field in terms of
that's fair.
Leadership.
What's worse is that he was the calm head that to lead, like you said, but this is pretty harsh. He lost the grand final for him.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
kicking out on the full and making bad decisions that didn't need to be taken.
So I understand why there's this dilemma of what do you do with Renault coming back. For me, it's not a dilemma. He's certainly not there week one, and you really got to see how the team goes week one before considering for week two. Because I like kicking game, yes, handy, helpful. I just don't think he's the leader everyone thinks he is out there.
Plus, when Hunt was at the Dragons, like his go-to was to unlock Gutho. And so he's used to that unlock the number one game plan, and it's the same with Walsh.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah. And I don't know, have the Broncos lost that much in the kicking department last two games?
I think not.
No. Actually, I noticed that Walsh was taking a lot of the kicks last week.
Yeah.
And he's got to, but he's in. It's funny. He's such a mental game for him. When he's on, everything works.
Yeah.
And he strikes those kicks so much sweeter, and everything's better. His timing's so good when his confidence is up.
Well, he seems on. So
yeah, great, awesome.
Finals.
Yes.
Let's go game by game and get some thoughts here. So Storm Bulldogs is the first top four game where everyone's safe, even if you lose. So injuries kind of
safe, but you do face straight sets.
That's right. So for Melbourne, no Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
And no Papier. Nelson
and for a team that
is gone, but that's not too bad for them, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. When you stack a 30 salary cap in your spine, and then 2 of them are out.
Yeah.
It's not great, but they're playing a team that is nowhere near the form that they were in 10 weeks ago.
Cannot score. If it's not Jacob Preston, it's no one.
Yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, he's been exceptional.
Critter and Preston,
Yeah.
without either of them, they're nothing at the moment.
I would have probably brought Pezzett into 7 and
I bet you they do. 100%.
kept Wishart on that bench role.
Lock it in.
You
It's going
reckon?
to happen.
You reckon?
Yep. 100%. He's got the kicking game too. Pezzett is a 7.
All right.
All right, okay. Dave, on your insight, I'm going to...
He's going to put him on first try scorer. You watch.
No, I'm going to... I was
then-
really on the fence. Like, I just didn't know... You know, like you look at...
And if Howarth comes in too and then Joe Chan drops back to the bench, then it's a different team too.
Yes.
Which is a good chance.
Then I'd say, I think Melbourne at home.
Then I go
Melbourne at
Then
home.
I go the Storm. Confidently then.
Let me just duck back a little bit to something we should have talked about in the season chat, and that's the Bulldogs going from the Sexton era to the Galvin era, and probably not as much article space devoted to it, but more, in my opinion, of a factor is Reid Marnie gone to Hayward at 9.
I heard tonight Reid Marnie's been dropped from the team altogether tonight.
Wow.
Right. I kind of think that makes sense if
Sexton
you're
to
not
the
going to play him.
bench.
I don't
Sexton
get
to
that
the
either.
bench.
Yeah.
What is going on? Like, I don't get that either. Like,
It's
you've got Kurt
Atkinson
Mann there.
effect.
Why not start Kurt Mann at hooker? Get 20 minutes of bit of service and tackling his dick off. Then he goes to the bench. Hayward's on for the rest, and Kurt Mann comes back on later just to defend his ass off. I don't
Or
understand.
just play Hayward at lock and Marnie at hooker.
Well, you don't want any salmon
Salmon can be a utility man.
on the bench.
They've got all the utilities in the world, don't
Yeah.
they?
I don't get it, but look,
What's the story with the Reid Marnie stuff? Like, I haven't really been paying much attention to that. But what's he done or hasn't done?
it seems to me, and I think a bit of the chat is, he was brought to the Dogs to be a dog. Like,
Yeah.
to be, like, niggly, get under people's skin,
Reid
all that
Marnie,
sort of
yeah.
stuff.
Ennis.
Mick Ennis role, right?
Yeah.
Which he did fantastically. People want to punch his head in every single game, right?
Yes.
But it seems like a little bit like, I don't know if it's Gus or Serraldo have changed their mind and don't want that anymore, and he's paying the price for it. You know what I mean?
I think it's Serraldo.
I think
His game plan is like super high percentage, and because to gain that one penalty a game by the niggle, he's giving 2 away.
so. Do you think this is a case of Gould brought Marnie in, but now Serraldo's power's grown and he said, "No, I don't want him."
Maybe.
Yeah. Because from outside looking in, it just looks like Reid Marnie did what he was asked to, and then now pissing him off because of it. Anyway,
Oh, well.
thoughts here, fellas. Are those outs too much for Storm to bear?
No.
Or you reckon Storm win it, Dave?
Yep.
I think the Storm are just too solid. And I think if Dave is correct in his assumptions, bring in Pezzett and Howarth.
Yeah.
Howarth is
It's
unreal.
huge. It will be a huge in.
Yeah.
Joe Chan for Howarth and Pezzett in, and bringing Wishy off the bench to inject himself
Yeah.
once the Dogs' middles get tired.
I don't think the Dogs can score enough points to beat Melbourne in Melbourne.
No.
And
Pappy is a huge out.
And I heard something during the week, which I agree with too, which is that the Dogs' smaller pack has helped them get to where they are, but I think it's catching up with them a bit now
Yeah. Good shout.
because they're just not matching it with some teams.
No. And I watched they've been in pretty dusty form for the last couple of months. They were good against the Storm last time they played, the Dogs. Like, they won that second half, and they were in a whisker of winning that. But although they beat the Panthers by 20 or whatever it was when they played a few weeks ago, they weren't that dominant playing a New South Wales Cup side.
Yes.
And they need... The last few weeks have been a bit of a write-off with teams that have nothing to play for, especially the last round. Like, teams that had nothing to play for, including the Dogs last week against the Sharks. If you got nothing to play, you win your third, you lose your third. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to be putting everything on the line.
The first 20 minutes...
Yeah.
Like, you watch that first 20 minutes back again, and they were bashing the shit out of each other.
Oh, I thought that game was going to be great, but they fizzled right out.
Yeah.
But when they played the Panthers, they were playing for third.
Yeah.
They still needed to win that, and they were not that impressive.
All right. So you think that
Storm for me.
the stakes aren't high enough yet for them?
No, even when they were high, they weren't that impressive,
Okay.
and I don't think they've got it.
All right. So Storm's $1.50, Bulldogs $2.60 head to head at the moment.
What's
Sounds
the
exactly
start, Stu? Because I reckon that's probably... It might be, Storm 4.5?
I reckon 8.5 is probably right.
Sorry, this is my job. I'll do this.
No. It's all right. It's just that it decided right then not to respond to me touching it, which
4.5.
is a problem I'm used to. 4.5.
Good call. You know your stuff. Well done. I think that's plenty for the Storm.
Yeah.
You watch it be 18-14 now.
All right. So, do you want to give us a margin, Dave, or are you just happy head to head?
Storm 6-12.
Oh. Ben?
I'm going to take Storm 13 plus. I do not think that the Dogs can score enough points to get... I don't think they can get to 18.
Neither do I.
and
I just think they can still defend. I think they can still defend, but I just don't think they can score them.
I reckon 24-6 might be a 24-8, something like that.
What's the percentage chance of Galvin just getting unlocked a bit and being an
12.
actual factor? 12%.
12%.
Right.
He will throw a cutout pass that will lead to a line break.
Yes,
Yeah.
for one team.
For one team.
Yeah. I'll go Storm by 12 with a Munster ball strip off Galvin.
Oh,
Good. I like
he's
that.
good for that.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yep.
All right. So no one's got much faith in the Dogs here currently.
No.
Okay. First elimination final in New Zealand. New Zealand Warriors v the Penrith Panthers. New Zealand currently $3.36 with the Panthers $1.33.
I'll start. $3.36 is great value because of the Penrith number 9.
Yes. I don't think...
If Kenny's got a hammy strain, he's out. He is possibly the most... I mean, every team's starting number 9 is a key player. Especially one that plays 80 minutes.
Yeah. I don't think enough's been made of that. And I think you're right. I don't think that price really reflects Mitch Kenny.
Plus, it's in New Zealand.
Mitch Kenny being there. Plus, there's a bloke I've never heard of on the Wars bench. Who's Tanner Stowers-Smith? Who's that?
No, love a good hyphen. There's 2 of them. They're dual
That's what it
hyphens.
was.
Yeah.
You're right. They only had 4 hyphens in the team. They had to get their hyphen stats up. So
Oh,
Tanner's called in.
I heard, I thought I read during the week too that Harris Tavita doesn't have a contract for next year, which I think's...
Wow.
He's just starting 6 all season, but you have not given him a contract? All right, sure.
He's got a hyphen too.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got 7 hyphenated names in their 17.
Yeah.
Surely that is the highest number of hyphenated names in an NRL team ever.
Why is that such a Kiwi thing? Anyway, Dave, thoughts on Jenkins being dropped for Alamotti?
It's hard. I watched the Merv Cartwright medal last night. They televised it online. Oh, they didn't televise it. They streamed it online. Jenkins won the player for the fan vote.
Yep.
He was the fans' most favourite player of the year, and he's been dropped. But he let in 2 of the tries with really, really bad reads last week against the Dragons. So he's been held accountable for that. And Alamotti, when he's had to come in the last couple of weeks, he's been great.
Yeah.
And he's
Finals
got a track
experience.
record in finals.
Loves
So-
scoring a try.
I don't know about you, but I'm not dropping Brian.
No. I know. But I wondered why. Like,
It's
if
hard,
it was a
like,
plan
Milk-
to use him in the finals, why he didn't get.
I don't think so. I think it's Alamotti's been knocking at the door, and Milky's just had one bad game, and that's all it took
All right.
to make it easy for the coach.
Who can break it open for the Wars if they're a chance?
Chance.
Well, I was
Chance.
going to say Pompey. I think Pompey's
Oh,
he's a unit and is in fairly decent try scoring form at the moment. I think he's playing pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm a big Pompey
Capewell in the
fan.
centres again, though. Like,
Halasima, anytime is a great bet.
yeah.
Absolutely. it is.
He is such a good player, and I don't know who he's going to run it. If he's running it, he's going to run it Blaze all night.
All right. Let's have some predictions then.
Dave?
You know, I'm going to go the Panthers, of course, because I'm biased, but I would not be at all surprised if the Warriors won.
Yeah.
I'm more nervous about this than whoever we've got next week.
Particularly when you hear things like Wars fans want to disrupt the Panthers hotel
Outside the hotel.
and Jet Cleary's mimicking Nathan Cleary at opposed sessions.
Well, isn't he the halfback of the reserve grade side anyway? So wouldn't he be playing halfback in the post sessions anyway?
Yeah, but there's an article that can possibly come out of it, Dave. So
Fair. And I mean, he's got the jawline for it.
absolutely. 9.5 start.
Yeah, that's where
Wow.
I'm going. I'm going plus 9.5 for the Wars. Alamotti anytime.
Yeah. All right. Look, I will go.
Don't forget Halasima on there.
Yeah. I'm going to go the line as well with an RTS ATS. He's a winger, so it's not that big a call, really, but still, I'm making it.
But it's an RTS
I'll take-
ATS.
It's an RTS
So
ATS.
I take the line with Halasima then.
All right, very
We've
good.
got it all covered.
Very good. Next game is of some interest to me.
This is incredible.
Yeah,
Sharks are paying $2.10
at Shark Park.
at home.
Yeah.
These two teams, I think I read a stat today, 2 separate stats that are aligned, that they've both got the same sort of winning record out of their last 6 games, like 5 out of their last 6. So these two, are, apart from the Raiders, are the 2 informed teams of the comp.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be one hell of a game.
It is. I don't. Why do you think this? Why do you think that's the price? Because
Because Nwanga Nitawaze and Tedesco are in
they're all
supreme form.
they're all hitting
Electric.
cracking form. So yeah,
And so's ever since Walker came back, those two have gone to another level.
yeah. The
And
bench,
Toya pre-Origin was like got picked for Origin,
yeah.
but you haven't even heard of him because the other two are going so bloody bananas.
Would the price be that if Atkinson was 6 and Trindle was still out? There's no way you can possibly answer that, so I don't know why I asked it. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to think.
Just got to say, it's the best bench you've put forward all year.
Well, because
know what? The
Atkinson's
odds
not
are-
on it. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not. Having got Atkinson there to come on and play 8 minutes through the middle for no particular reason.
You know what? If Nickera comes back and he's on the extended, you think that he plays. I reckon that changes the dial back to Evensy's $1.91.
Maybe. So,
whatever it is,
so do you reckon they
$1.91.
put Burns at lock and bring Nickera in as in second row?
Or Burns
Colhoun
comes
just-
straight out.
shoot straight out the back door?
Yep.
Or, I don't know, maybe who comes... Maybe Amlin Welle comes off. I don't know. Oregon can come off as far as
Yeah,
I'm
Oregon
concerned.
can come off, yeah.
Okay, so if Nickera is in, Oregon's out.
Well, he should be, but this is Fitzy. So
Billy Burns goes out then?
He's been playing out of
Billy
his
Burns on the
skin.
bench, at least.
Yeah, because he can cover centre as well. He's then your semi-utility.
You don't
factor,
need
right?
3 front rowers on your bench.
How Hang on, you've got Talakai who can also play centre.
Exactly, but do you
And
need...
front row.
What happens if...
Oh, hang on. Iro's back.
Yeah.
How do you feel, boys?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And signed for another couple of years.
How good.
What happens if Brayley goes down? Touch and wood as... Like, how they possibly do cover that?
Why would you say that?
Because
I
I deserve to be an
Brindle at
NRL
9.
coach thinking about these things instead of just putting 3 props on my bench and going job done.
Trindle at 9
Yep.
and Talakai as a running 6, like Tony Carroll style.
Right. What about
That's
Tom
how I-
Hazelton as 6? That'd be a sight to see.
Outstanding.
Tallest 6 ever.
Outstanding.
All right, we should get to a prediction here. We're procrastinating because I think none of us actually know what we want to predict.
Golden point.
Yeah?
I'm going to take the start for the Sharkies, which is 2.5 points. Right? So I'm going to take the start. I'll take 2.5 points. It will be a close one. I think it could be 36-34.
Yeah.
And any time, I'm going to take Billy Burns. Anytime.
Well, that's a risk because he might be straight out the back door. But
Well, do I get his replacement? Because if Nickera comes
Nickera,
in, then I
yeah.
get him.
Billy
I'm going
Burns
to take
ran.
all 4 wingers.
Yeah.
All 4 wingers. Both sides. All 4 wingers to score.
Right.
And the start.
That'd be paying what,
Going to golden point.
$2.60 for all 4 wingers to score?
Have they put a try line over the sideline? Because that's the only way Katoa's going to be scoring one. Loves a sideways crab.
Loves it. Also loves. That's the thing. It could be a dumb mistake off between Nwakanitawase and Katoa as to who can be running without being touched and drop the ball.
Or a scat running competition between Katoa and Tedesco. See who can slip over and go sideways and backwards and all at the same time.
Yep.
Actually, no. I've just had a prediction. Sharks will win. Savala's going to have a game.
Oh.
Yeah, I've decided that I've been a dog all year, always bringing the Sharks down. I'm going to say Sharks 13 plus. Yeah.
Buckland.
Yeah, that's right. 13 plus.
I love that.
Everything's going to fall into place. Chooks are going to poo their pants.
Poopy Chooks.
You heard it here first.
Excellent. That'll be the headline on.
Who's the back rower on Savala's side? Which side would that be? Or probably Nickera,
Yep.
if he comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be
There
Billy
you go.
Burns, who is, again, I will reiterate, ran a fucking fantastic line last
Yeah,
week.
ran a Nickera line,
Ran the
like
Nickera
like you
line,
said in our
and
chat.
He was unreal. Loving it.
Yes. All right. Raiders and Broncos.
As excited as we were about the last game, this is the game of the round.
Yeah, it's going to be
First round
so
of the
good.
finals.
Ooh.
How much pacey shit is there in this backline clash?
Yeah.
Okay. So Raiders minus 3.5 at home.
Woo.
I can't go past that.
What about Shibasaki over-unders 0.05?
Shibasaki appearing on an episode of RBT on his way to the stadium.
Correct.
All right. How about this? How about Broncos first half, Raiders win?
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. That's really good.
That's the shit.
I can't argue with it. Any
there.
thoughts I had have now left my head after that great call. It'll be 1-12 probably
Yes.
for Canberra. But that's the best
Now-
I can do.
Actually, I need to talk about this. Ricky Stewart making a lot of fuss
About the Sunday. Yeah.
about getting as much time as possible. Apparently, it's because Papali'i's under an injury cloud, and he wants as much time as possible for him to recover and be able to play. But in Canberra, if you're hosting, would you rather a night game on a Friday or Saturday, or would you rather play the Broncos on a Sunday afternoon where Reece Walsh can do his shit?
Yeah, I heard a bit of chat about this week as well. I think he might have outspited himself this time round,
Yeah.
Ricky, because I think he did it because Broncos will have a much longer turnaround. But
They rested everyone last week and had a bye like 2
exactly,
weeks
what do
ago.
you need here, fella? Like, that seemed like just a spite thing. Do you know what? I think sometimes he gets carried away with no one gives a shit about Canberra attitude. Where if that had,
Us against the world.
if that had been Friday or Saturday night in Canberra, Dewey is all get out.
And cold.
Yeah, I think
Mind
that would
you,
have made more sense.
Everything the Raiders have touched this year has turned to lime green. So Sunday afternoon in Canberra, they
Yes.
might put 40 on them.
Hopefully they haven't been touching their junk too much then.
Indeed.
Are we really going to
That
leave
look
on
you-
that? I'm sorry.
You held the look though.
All right.
Could be Jamal Fogarty's last game in Canberra.
Yeah, in Canberra, yeah. Yes. Well, I think that's it. Good to
That was a
talk
good
to
look
you.
at league, I thought.
Good to talk to you about league again, fellas. God, it's been a while, eh? And as we always say, or I do, no one else joins me. Have an NRL of a time.
Thanks, Stu.
Thanks, Stu. Thanks, Dad.
This is an Angry Chimp podcast.